Why do human beings crave purpose? Across history, through war, famine, collapse, and uncertainty, humans have clung to meaning as if it were oxygen. Even in the darkest moments, even when everything falls apart, we search for a why. But why? Why do people look for purpose when chaos seems to dominate? Why do we build beliefs, philosophies, stories, and civilizations around something we can't see, can't measure, can't prove? Are we wired for meaning? Are we escaping reality? Or is purpose the one thing that keeps us human? Today, we explore why the human mind, across eras, cultures, and crises, refuses to live without meaning, and why our need for purpose may be our greatest strength and our greatest danger. The human search through ages of chaos. To understand why humans seek purpose, even when the world is falling apart, we must travel through history, not to the peaceful moments, but to the moments where meaning mattered most. Moments of collapse, moments of fear, moments when people had every reason to give up, but didn't. Because history reveals a truth. Purpose is not a luxury. It's a survival tool. Let's explore 5 historical moments where purpose didn't just inspire people, it saved them. 1. The Black Death, when purpose became a lifeline. In the mid-14th century, Europe fell into chaos. The Black Death killed up to half the population. Cities emptied, fields rotted, families vanished overnight. And yet, something strange happened. Many of the survivors didn't fall into nihilism. Instead, they searched harder than ever for meaning. Some turned to religion, believing the plague was a divine test or punishment. Some formed new communities. Some turned to science, tracking patterns of transmission. Some rebuilt society from the ashes. Purpose divided people, but it also kept them alive. In a world without answers, humans created them. Because when life feels random, purpose turns chaos into a story. 2. The Fall of Rome, finding identity. After a world ends, imagine being born Roman, raised to believe your empire was eternal. Then imagine watching it fall. When the Western Roman Empire collapsed in the 5th century, millions faced the same terrifying question. If the world you belong to no longer exists, who are you? Yet civilization didn't disappear. New kingdoms emerged, Christianity spread, philosophies evolved, laws, customs, and languages adapted. People didn't surrender to the void. They created new identities, new social orders, new purposes. Rome fell. But Romans didn't stop searching for meaning, so they built new worlds, because purpose doesn't die when civilizations collapse. It simply transforms. 3. Japan. After World War II, purpose as rebirth. After World War II, Japan faced total devastation, nuclear destruction, economic collapse, national humiliation. But instead of breaking permanently, Japan redefined its purpose. It shifted from militarism to innovation, from conquest to craftsmanship, from empire to industry. Purpose became reconstruction. Meaning became mastery, and in one generation, Japan rose from ruin to global leadership. Why? Because when chaos strips everything away, humans rebuild their meaning from whatever remains. Purpose is the bridge between who we were and who we become. 4. The Maya civilization, purpose through cycles, not endings. Most civilizations imagine history as a straight line. The Maya saw it as a cycle. Their world was filled with collapses, droughts, warfare, abandonment of cities, yet their civilization endured across 2 millennia. Why? Because their understanding of meaning didn't depend on permanence. Purpose was embedded in cycles of time, nature, ritual, and rebirth. So when cities fell, the civilization didn't collapse emotionally or spiritually. It adapted, continued, rerouted. Their belief in cycles functioned like psychological armor. Purpose doesn't have to mean control. It can mean acceptance. 5. Viktor Frankl and the Camps, Purpose as Survival. In the darkest chaos of the 20th century, the concentration camps, psychiatrist Viktor Frankl made a discovery that reshaped psychology. Those who survived longest were not the strongest, but the ones who found meaning. Meaning in suffering, meaning in the future, meaning in relationships, meaning in small acts of dignity. Frankl wrote, "Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how." His insight wasn't abstract. It was born in the worst chaos humans have ever created. Purpose was not a philosophy. It was survival. Why do we seek purpose at all? History shows that humans don't seek purpose because life is easy. We seek it because life is unpredictable. But where does this need come from? Is it biological, cultural, psychological, spiritual? There are 4 deep forces woven into our evolution that explain why purpose is inescapable. 1. Purpose helps us make sense of chaos. Human beings are storytellers. Our brains crave patterns, even when none exist. Purpose turns randomness into meaning. It turns fear into direction. It turns tragedy into transformation. Without meaning, chaos is unbearable. With meaning, chaos becomes a chapter in a larger story. 2. Purpose motivates action. Purpose gives us a reason to keep moving. Armies march because they believe in a cause. Revolutions rise because people believe in a future. Civilizations endure because people believe their society matters. Without purpose, humans become passive. With purpose, they become unstoppable. Purpose is fuel. 3. Purpose connects us to others. Every meaningful story is shared. Nations are built on collective purpose. Religions bind millions through shared meaning. Movements rise when people believe in the same why. Purpose turns individuals into communities, and communities into civilizations. 4. Purpose gives us identity. Perhaps the most personal reason, purpose gives us a sense of self. Without purpose, identity falls apart. Without identity, life loses direction. Purpose answers the question, who am I, and what am I here to do? And humans cannot live without that answer. What chaos reveals about us. So what does all this tell us? It tells us that purpose is not something we pursue. It's something we require. Not a luxury, but a lifeline. Not a dream, but a psychological necessity. Chaos does not destroy purpose. Chaos awakens it. Because in chaos, we are forced to ask the deepest questions. What matters? What lasts? What should I fight for? What should I become? What story do I belong to? Civilizations fall. People suffer. History turns violently. But the human search continues, because meaning is the compass we hold even in the darkest storms. This is why we create religions, philosophies, nations, monuments, revolutions, and stories. Not because the world makes sense, but because we need it to. Not because life gives us meaning, but because we must give meaning to life. In the end, the question isn't why we seek purpose in chaos, but why we ever stop seeking it when things feel comfortable. Because chaos reveals who we really are. A species that refuses to live without a why. A species that turns darkness into direction. A species that builds meaning out of uncertainty. A species that survives because it can imagine something greater. We seek purpose because our story, as individuals and as a civilization, depends on it. And perhaps the real timeless question is this: what will your purpose be when chaos inevitably comes again? Join us on a journey through the ages, where every question becomes an opportunity to discover. Subscribe Timeless Questions channel now and start exploring life's greatest questions with us.